Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the Oakland Athletics. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. First pitch moments away, and pitching in this one for Oakland, James Kaprielian.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Let's take a look at Terry Francona's lineup for the Guardians. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back, and for hitters, you almost feel like
hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the show, Ohio. Welcome back. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Zach Plesac.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff.
And there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but
Ledmus Diaz now. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. At time, try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Out to short, Rosario. They take the force out, and that'll do it. The A's strand one, scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. Now at the plate, Josh Bell.
Working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. He's safe. And he's got a double.
Well, you can't give him two errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
This is for ball one.
Solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's
Dives, and he can't hang on. One out in the second.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
That's in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right field. Capel puts it away. Out number two. Throw, and it gets away. Here's Mike Zunino.
And this is a big opportunity for him.
The pitch. The right-hander gives up the two-out walk. Corners are occupied with two down. Hard on the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Third out. Guardians strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back. Bottom of the inning. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Connor Capel.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
That's to third. And it gets by him.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Strike one. And he hits a ground ball right side. Steps on the bag for one. Goes to second. Safe there. And now number 49. Looking for his first big league hit right here.
He's a threat deep into the count as well.
The other way. Drops into the glove. 2 down. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game.
To be better than it actually was.
That one ripped. Nice grab.
No, that one was headed for the gap, but a nice leaping catch. He goes up. Perfect timing, and that will end the inning.
Back in Oakland, here's Jose Ramirez. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defense. Liner, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Now he launches a throw over his head, and he'll pull into second safely.
Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
One, and it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Oh, he throws it away. And now it's Josh Naylor. Grounded out his first time up. Langoliers pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Andres Jimenez. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for the Guardians, and we are still scoreless. And that's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Strong rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's 1-0.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
That's in for a strike. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Kwan coming home. Ruiz fires it to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
One ball, no strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Jose Ramirez bops one out. Third home run of the season. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Home half of the fifth coming up. Guardians 4 and the A's nothing.
These Athletics just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 1-1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And at first, here's a big power threat. Shea Langoliers. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tags up for second. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football. Fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
On the ground. Steps on first for the out.
Now that's second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Tony Kemp up next for the A's. Right-hander kicks, deals, and he walked him.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now it's Chase Peterson. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And it's Aledmys Diaz. And a 1-2 to the right side. Jimenez throws to first, and the inning is over. A's threaten, but leave them loaded. They trail it here 4-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, number 36. This is his first appearance of the season. So in now for Cleveland, Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22.
Naylor. At the belt and fires. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up just enough. That's ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you.
Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Boots it.
No ball, one strike.
The pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And Zunino is set down. And there's one away. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Will Brennan.
Now fly ball to right center. He's got it. That's out number 2. So up next, Miles Straw. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That's hard hit on the line. Brown makes the catch. That is the inning. 2 left on. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Guardians 4 and the A's nothing. Back in Oakland, and the batter now, Seth Brown.
The left field.
The wide to kick the pitch. That one ripped right center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And it kicks off the base of the wall. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Capel in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And the 1-0. In the air, right field. Brennan makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The relay to the plate, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's Oakland's DH, Ramon Laureano. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it.
That one hit to right. Brennan makes the play, and that is that. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. Guardians 4 and the A's 1. A new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Trevor Stephan.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also. Now he breaks his bat. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Next up for the A's, Ruiz. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Got him. 2 out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone. If he can put
2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the A's are gone in order. And they trail it 4-1. Going with a new pitcher, James Karinchak.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Jace Peterson. Down on strikes. One down.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
The pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 2 out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get
away as he takes a ball. In the air, center field. Straw has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And 1-2-3 go the A's. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Player growing up was also a closer. He looked up to Mariano Rivera. Struck him out looking.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Ramon Laureano up next for the A's. First offering misses the mark. And a 3-2. Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. And now the first baseman, number 49. Ball in 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there are 2 outs.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it...
Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.